So for process mids, usually what we do is we play central mids. I kind of showed Pancake this a little bit last season. But we don't really play a side, like we don't run up left or run up right. We kind of sit and kind of control the space and then let them pick a side and then crunch them on it. So let me just go and I'm just going to show you just an example here in fucking, if I can get this demo to work, there we go. Of just kind of how, so, fuck. Demo, I forgot that this happens like this. So usually our soldier rolls out top right early. And then our demo will walk left toward the pack. Won't really cross to left. We'll kind of come there and then come back. Soldier will drop off high ground after early spam. And you'll kind of see here that they kind of choose the right. Our pocket scout is just kind of, we're spamming. And then eventually we're able to crunch because they're just all sitting in this corner like idiots. And we're not really committing either side. We're just spamming. Eventually we get our bombs off and we clean up the kills. But I think that if we're gonna get this to work, kind of, because it takes a lot of coordination. I think that it's easier to break it down sort of by class. I don't know. We don't really have enough time, but what classes do we have in here? Is it the combo?
We have our
Full
combo.
The full combo.
Yep.
Okay, so I can let Sleepy talk about the demo stuff, but like when it comes to medic, you'll kind of see that I will. Hold on, let me pull up to it. Fuck me, I need to use the fucking arrow keys. Alright. Just for the medic POV, I will usually see how healthy our demo is, and if he's alright, I'll continue to heal my scout and kind of play to the right of the rock. I missed that arrow, Jesus. And I will just kind of be dancing around, dodging spam. Just trying to keep my soldiers healthy so they can commit for their bombs. Nope, I'm a little lost. Okay, so that's kind of what medic would do. In an ideal mid, it's kind of around that rock.
What like the reasoning is for being on that side of the rock? Like, what are you safe from over there, or like what's
So, if they're playing right, I probably shouldn't have been that far up necessarily. I mean, I was kind of in like the gap in between here.
Mhm.
And then I can kind of heal here. I can build my soldier here. I can long beam my scout that's sitting right here or up on top of rock. But it's really good to play here, especially if they're playing left or right. Well, I guess they're right, you're left, where a lot of teams play. Because you can't really get hit by spam. This angle right here, they might spam you out, but you can just dodge it. It's skill tech. And then you can heal your demo as he kind of shoots up this side. And you can buff this soldier that usually plays window pane, or you know, you can assist your roamer on the right as well. It's a really safe spot because your demo is going to be around here. So that's kind of the reasoning for it. Sleepy, do you want to talk about demo stuff? I can go to your POV for this.
You don't really need to go. I can just stream since we have.
Yeah, go for it.
Or they can
Yeah, go
watch
for it.
Whatever.
Yeah, go and watch. Go and get in the server.
Get in
To expand,
or you can watch
you
Sleepy's POV
can
too.
get in the server, or you can just watch it through Discord.
Okay, cool.
Kind of to expand on what Pablo said. The reason people play like over here usually is because, especially at like the higher you go up, teams will start doing the central along with you, and you end up getting like mirrored. So they'll have like scouts who want to play like around here, and soldiers who want to play like up here, and they'll have like a pocket scout sitting at this rock. And so as the medic, it's super easy to just be able to heal your pocket scout here, heal the people that want to play on this height, and deny their aggression right here. Because as the demo, I'm like always around this like grass area. You want to avoid being over here because then you're isolated. You have like one scout to protect you, but your entire team is like in this area. So the idea is that your medic's over here. You can get healed around this area. You have people on height. Your pocket scout's up there. And if anything tries to walk left, as the demo, you have this angle. You can shoot height really easily. And so it pretty much locks out all of this left. Like you kind of control this on your own as the demo, and then your team stops them from going here. And you just coordinate spam and aggression. As for playing the central as a demo, what I like to do is I don't really like to walk to this pack a lot of times because soldiers tend to fast roll out, and if you can get diffed by this guy like really easily if he just like lands on you right here. If you don't make it to the pack, it's like one rocket. If you do make it to the pack, you still have to surf, and it's usually not worth it. So I'll like to come here, I get my bow, and then I'll just play around here. I usually try to hit the scouts that are on rock or anything that tries to go on height. I don't really like to shoot across point too much unless they've fully given up the height, but otherwise this is pretty much my gameplay. I want nothing to be up here except my team. Once we've controlled height, then I can pressure more forward. I can shoot the pack. If they try to cross right into my people here, then I'm pretty much doing this. If they make it past that area, then I kind of rotate further this way and hit them as they're trying to come here. Like this soldier, I would try to deny him. Just things like that. It's pretty much demo gameplay. There's not too much to it outside of that. Just be wary of being bombed. I say as the demo on this map, or just in general, really. A lot of demos don't shoot soldiers. They're maybe told that they shouldn't, but even if you're not going to shoot that guy, you need to be aware of him. Because if, for example, that soldier that I just hit, like high bombs me here, if I just ignore him, the freest rockets of his life, he doesn't have to like think about the game. I need to like stare at the soldier so that I can at least serve him, dodge him, maybe hit him, make my scout's life a little easier. So I'll be doing like those things. But otherwise, you're just charging stickies, trying to make sure they're not playing height. If they're not on height, then you can charge them, all the way across the point, whatever.
Apathy, you can talk about soldier stuff, and I'll talk about
Sure.
scout stuff.
Alright, do we have the roamer or the pocket here, or both, or neither, or what's up?
Good pocket.
Just the pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. So, usually on pocket in this map... Oh, I should start streaming. Well, hold on.
I can turn mine off.
Okay, so pocket... Pocket. So you just roll out, do your normal thing, whatever. Come over here like 300. As the pocket, you pretty much just want to go the opposite side of where your roamer tells you he's gonna roll out to, because most roamers on this map, like 95% of the time, you're gonna like fast roll out to something. So it's like usually, I'd say it's probably more common for your roamer to like fast roll out to like right side, right? So if you, as the pocket, if you know your roamer is rolling out to right side, then when you're rolling out, after you get your like buff and choke, you want to jump like kind of towards this left side. Pocket positioning on this map for essential mid is all about taking as little damage as you can while having access to good high bombs and also being able to see everything that's going on. So if you play back here, it's really easy for your medic to buff you. You're playing really far back and you can see like the whole map. Plus you have access to this wall so that when things are happening and you feel like you need to bomb, you can just do this high jump and you can get pretty much anywhere else on this mid with using that. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, could you explain why it's important to go the opposite side as your armor?
It's just because you don't want like one side of your map to be like weaker and stronger than the other side. You want it to be like spread out,
Sure.
So it's like, imagine you and your soldier are both like stacked up on right side. Like this guy just like, if this guy, they have like explosives that do splash damage, so both of you will get hurt, and then you have nobody healthy to like counter them if they try and run at you. Like you guys both have to get heals at the same time. It's like awkward for your medic to heal everybody up. Whereas like, let's say you trust your roamer on right, and that guy gets hurt, and then you're the pocket, and you see like, oh, they're shoving right at my pocket, right? You have like a couple, you can like, you're healthy, so you can like do a high bomb, be like, oh, like they're trying to push right, I'm landing here, like shooting down on them. Or like, alternatively, it's like, you see, let's say they push your roamer out, but you're still healthy, and their team's like trying to run up right. You can like jump to like the sewer thing, you can like spam them back or whatever, right? And then maybe like, let's say you're on the sewer, it's like your roamer backs up, right? He gets healed, and then once you guys are both healthy, if they're like still pushing up right, you can, like try and like bomb to like collapse on them or whatnot.
Right. I assume it also forces the enemy to divide their attentions. Like if they're looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the team on the right side and then you're on left, and they have to.
Yeah, you have a lot of freedom to do stuff on left. So there's like, this is my favorite spot personally to play on pocket, just because this high bomb is kind of like the best bomb on the map, or like the mid. Other parts, like if you know your guy's going left, you can play from above the sewer door or above this like sewer awning. This is really powerful. It's really hard for anyone to hit you up here unless they like really go out of their way to like shoot you. Like the enemy demo has to like really go out of his way to like shoot a sticky at you. Anything like a scouts and stuff is just gonna be like just chip shotting you. This, you can like see all of height and you can like splash it from anywhere. Plus you're already on high ground, so like you can jump, right? You can jump to forward spawn to like pressure right. Let's say they're like on point or whatnot. You need help left, jump over here, like do whatever. It's just good to, and this is again, the main thing here is you're dodging a bunch of damage. Plus your medical should be around, and he can like turn around and buff you if you need to jump. You also have access to access to hive jumps. Like you can fall off this awning right here, and then you have access to this jump. Oh, I beefed. You can like do this high bomb or whatever to go somewhere. Just like being next to a wall. Yeah, big part of soldier is trying to play in a spot. You want to have vision. You want to be able to like see with your own eyes what's going on, so that you can react to it accordingly and like in time to support your team. Another spot that's good for pocket on this map. It's like if you need help across point, if something keeps like getting across point at your team, like you can play near the window pane and kind of hit this spam. Also like spam the scouts on this. I guess you're recording this, so I'll just talk about some roamer stuff as well. So let me get ammo real quick. So roamer, it's like fast rollout. So usually the goal of your fast rollout is to just like prevent the enemy demo from getting free spam onto your team, right? So it's like do the fast rollout, I assume. So it's like do your thing. Like a couple spots you can land. You can land like up here and shoot this. You can land like over here, right? You can land like on the forward spawn is like another angle. You can land like even just like on the slower crate. You can land, if you really want, you can land on sewer as the roamer too. Just anywhere. The goal is just to try and like hit as much spam on the demo or like their team and like without dying for it or like taking too much damage in yourself. Some options if you're like fast rolling out. Hold on, I need more ammo. Some options if it's like you're trying to fast roll left as the roamer is like do your rollout. On the left side, it's like you can land up here, gets good spam and choke, and like spam this rock really easily when the scouts come on. Land over here. This is like maybe if your demo wants to play aggro on left and like he wants to go for this pack, you play here is like you can prevent their roamer from fast rolling on him, or like you can defend him. Rolling out to like the forward spawn is like a really good angle, two more just like mid ideas for a roamer on this map. Just like you can fast roll out to their IT or their sewer and kind of play it as like more of like a flanky mid. Why I beef my jump? That's crazy. But just like fast roll out and then you like land in IT. And you can like kind of like play this corner and then see where like your team calls are like going somewhere. You can like just jump out and collapse on something, or it's like you fast roll out and you land in their sewer. You can like grab this pack or whatever, and then you can like flank them and choke, or it's just like you're coming from like behind them and they're all kind of like stuck here. Yeah. Yeah. Those are just some roamer ideas. What's up?
How much health do you usually get to mid with after you fast roll out?
Something between like probably like 200-ish. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less.
Okay.
But yeah. The important thing is to just try and take positive damage trades on soldier. In terms at least when you're spamming, right? Like if you're spamming them really hard and this guy jumps you or like they commit a lot of resources to like try and kill you or push you off height, you always have the option to just like jump away and like back up into your team, like get a bow and then like recommit, right? Don't like get too hard. Don't get like tunneled in and like trying to like kill this guy and then you get like bombed from something and you just like die here. I think like one of Soldier's biggest strong suits is his mobility. He can be like everywhere on the map, If you get bombed by a soldier or something, just like counter jump that guy, counter jump to like their sewer. You can like duck in here, get a pack, do whatever. Yeah. Try and be fluid. Try not to like sit in any one spot for too long if you're getting contested for it. That's pretty much all I got to say for soldier. I don't know.
Thank you.
Damn, you're do as I say, not as I do. That's crazy.
This guy's a hater. Don't listen to him.
Actual great example.
Now, none of us are scout players, but I do watch my scouts lose their mind quite a bit as medics, so I will talk about a couple scout things. I'm also streaming in Discord. Again, not a scout player, but pocket scout usually will sit on this rock at the start of mid, and flank scout will kind of run onto this roof here. Generally, you're kind of just trying to help support this roamer over here as flank scout, and like shoot any soldiers that are trying to get on this high ground, or any scouts across that are trying to contest. And then this scout is kind of just watching, calling, jumping forward to try and hit things mid-range, making sure that if things get on your demo on the left, or, a lot of weird-ass teams recently have been fucking pushing soldiers into IT. It happens against like 2 fucking invite teams, and there's like running soldiers under like right here, and like that guy can be fought. But like when you're getting aggressive, like when you're bombing, this flank scout should not be afraid to like run across and help, or like run across fucking point, or like do some crazy aggressive rat shit. And then like your pocket scout should be supporting the combo, obviously. Because I don't know. Honestly, the flank scout needs to be kind of Chad on this map. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
What about
Uh,
this map makes it like that versus others?
I don't know. I think in general your flank scout needs to be Chad.
I think it's just on this map especially, soldiers have a lot of rain to go like a soldier can jump like from choke into like sewer and end up behind, or go into IT and there's like a similar idea. And there's also a lot of walls that open up like a lot of high bombs. And then there's like constant height like across the map. So it's really important for your scout to like always be near your medic, because at any moment in the mid, a soldier can just be like on top of this guy like immediately.
Right.
So it's really important that this guy is very passive and the other guy is like very aggressive to make up for that, because you do want like a scout forward, but you also don't want to open up your medic to like all the random shit that can happen on this map. Like this guy could just catch a pipe and one quick soldier is all it takes to like kill your medic at that point. So you really want this scout here, or like in this general area.
That makes
You never
sense.
want your pocket scout like on the floor. It just makes it too hard to deny the soldier.
That's pretty much my
Yeah.
ideology already, so that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have anything more for like mid, or if you guys want to talk about like different parts of the map or certain things about classes or what.
Well, first, was there anything else about Pocket Scout on mid, or is that it?
That's
know if you
kind
I
of
think
your
from
mid,
us, that's
low-key.
probably
That's
about
fine,
it.
that's fine.
I mean, I could always get my pocket scout to talk to you. Probably.
Now, Paul's taking a nap. He's not here right now.
Is he? Is that what he said he's doing?
Yeah, because his grandmother had him doing groceries for actually like the entire day.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure Pablo wasn't cut off or anything.
No, yeah.
I guess we only have like 5 minutes. Well, 2 might be late. I don't know about you guys, but probably just last would be the most important thing. I don't know if pushing or holding is more important. I feel like we lose a lot these days, so maybe holding. But I don't know if you guys have an
feel like-
opinion.
You
I
wanna
feel like
do
pushing
holds on
is
this
what
side?
we kind of struggle with. I feel like a lot of the time when we're
That's true.
getting pushed and losing, we're like they're pushing them with full Uber to set.
We
Or like full
failed
Uber
more
ad.
pushes,
So it's like
and we completely failed holds. So I'd like to do pushes for peak.
Okay, then push as it is.
Okay. I'll just go over like 2 quick pushes on this map that are like pretty
My kid
standard,
is
I'd say.
awake. I'm glad this didn't happen
Oh.
during G6 scrims. I'll be back.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, you're good. Wait, am I streaming? I'm not streaming. Okay, hold on.
Sorry,
Okay.
who's streaming right now? Sleepy? Or...
Sleepy? Yeah. So, for this map, some pretty like simple defaults I would say is first you want to know if they have a gun. If they do, it's usually going to be like over here. So what I like to do is I'll come through this door and I'll pop. Usually want to lead on a scout so he takes the aggro of the gun. As the demo jumping here, you don't want to do like a normal jump because the gun will just shoot you into the skybox. You want to try to crouch death this sticky if you can, and then you can, if your scout's running through here first, you should pistol this gun because he's doing nothing else with his Uber anyway. The scattergun's not going to do any real damage. I'm lagging out. Okay. So you may as well just pistol this gun. Demo should just sticky pipe it. It should die pretty quickly. After that, you can do 2 different things. You can either put a soldier on this spawn door, have your scout run the cap, and your demo just traps him off. Or you can, if you kill this gun fast enough and you think you have enough Uber, you can cross to left because their team should be here, like trying to avoid your Uber and maybe building themselves, and you just collapse on them here. For this play, you usually want your pocket to go up 5, or you can go through 4. It really doesn't matter as long as he gets up to heaven. And that allows him, if you're going to stay here, to control this spawn door. Or if you're going to cross, he can just come here and just ammo mod. Like, you can just spam rockets into them. Your demo's crossing with the scout, with Uber. They just get crunched. They have no counterplay, essentially. So that's the idea behind that push. I'd say that's, like, the bread and butter for our team. Like, once you do through 4, and you kill this gun, it's up to, like, your scout or your medic to call, depending how long your Uber lasts, how long it takes you to kill this gun, whether you want to cross or you want to just stay here.
Fantastic. That's literally the exact push we came up with last night, like literally exactly. So I'm glad that that's synced up. We haven't really done it yet. We just like talked about last night, like this is how we want to do last pushes, but it's good to hear that's exactly what you're saying anyway.
I don't. Yeah, your flank's not
Oh,
here
I
anyway, so
guess I'd still like to know about the flank because that's the one part I'm not totally sure about. Like, because I'm pocket scout, right? So I don't know when we enter if we're gonna cross to left or stand right initially. I know that once like the gun goes down and nothing happens, that like we might have time to cross left.
Yeah, I think
But-
I'm not. Well, I bet he's a roamer, so I'll like let him answer. But I'm relatively sure they just kind of chill. Like they're kind of like prodding doors, but they're not really committing until like they do have that call.
But should they always basically expect to enter on the opposite side? That our
I
combo
think
gets
are
in
you here?
on?
Oh, he's deafened. Okay, cool. I would say yeah, generally. Sometimes the soldier, like both. Sometimes your soldiers can bow trail, but that kind of leaves your scout to dry. I would say in general, yeah, you want your flank on like the opposite side. If you guys end up being like staying right, then I think that's fine still, because these people are likely going to come out left to contest, and then your flank just pretty much shoots them in the back.
And as flank, like, how do you decide whether to get in during the Uber or like wait till the post and the collapse? Because like if you get in too early, you could just get shit on by the enemy combo. But if you're too late, then your combo is out to dry themselves. Is there any like rule of thumb?
I would say the simplest way to deal with that, if your pocket scout is main calling, or well, I guess anyone in the combo is main calling, they should try to make that call themselves. Like if when they want their flank to get in, because their flank should already be peeking, not trying to commit, not trying to die, just kind of seeing if they can get any information. If this door is free, they can just walk through. They know, but otherwise, they shouldn't like try to do anything during the Uber, in my opinion, because the combo is already like invincible. They have all the space and information to decide on things. So when you come here and you're like, okay, well, this Uber's really bad, we're just gonna stay right, and then your flank should try to meet you right. You all get like healthy, and then you can just cross together. If they're like a bunch of stickies on point, and you can't cross because you don't have enough Uber charge, that's like another play you can do. That's something we really like to do on Snake Water, but you can do it on any map.
Oh, cool. Snake Water's next week, so.
I guess I can do like a really quick hold. Disad holds. I don't think there's too much variation in disad holds. Scouts here, Med's like in heaven. You're just building. Demo can play wherever he can be in heaven if he wants to be. I think there's usually a soldier up here. If they stay left, then you want to get a soldier like on these doors, so that when you fight right, they're not just busting through immediately onto you and collapsing. But otherwise, yeah, disad is. You kind of just gotta hope they suck in beef. For regular like Uber ads, or not Uber ads, for Uber like evens, I like to hold lobby as the demo. I don't know how you guys want to do it. It doesn't really matter too much. I think holding lobby as demo is better though. You usually want to be where the combo is to spam because you have 12 projectiles.
Do you mean fully in lobby or just like controlling it from like 3 and 4?
If they're absolutely not here, you can trap this. Like if you want to be like ballsy, but I would never like try to give my life to kill like anyone here or hold this. I usually like to play it from here, and just when I see them start taking it, you spam them in upper, or if you see them walking here, you spam stickies. Don't be afraid to like single det in lobby, but do be cognizant of someone trying to like maybe jump through 4, jump through 3, or like someone running at you here. Usually we'll place your pocket on these 2 doors. Sometimes he'll like prod up here, but you got to be careful of that because that leaves one open. So usually pockets around here. The medic will be here. Demo's here. Roamer's 5. He can be on the barrels if he wants to be like passive, if they're already in lobby. I think the barrels is really good. You can just spam this doorway. They have no play. Otherwise, you're pretty much deep spotting lobby. Okay, they're taking it. You back up. Your pocket scout's kind of fluid. He can help near 1 and 2 if he needs to. He can help by lobby. He can prod here if he wants. And then usually your flank scout's on NG. There's usually a gun, even on like evens. He can snipe if he wants, but I'd say the gun is pretty much always better. And that's like your standard hold. If they sack and you want to like pressure, that's like up to you guys. I like to go 1 sometimes. It depends on where their team leaves. Lower lobby's okay too. Pretty much just prod, get whatever you can. Demo should trap himself off wherever he goes. Spam pipes. You might just like randomly pipe to medic, get a drop.
Okay.
Standard stuff.